Chrysophytes. So these are microscopic organisms. So microscopic unicellular organisms. So those are simply float on water surface. So hence these are called planktons. Those are simply said to be planktons. So they live in only aquatic environment. So they live in both fresh water as well as in the marine water. So they live in the chrysophytes or live in fresh water as well as marine water. Those are the unicellular microscopic organisms which are float on the surface of water. So those are simply called planktons. So those are the planktons. So when we are observing that chrysophytes, this common name of the chrysophytes, you know very well that word diadems or golden algae and desmites. Desmites, golden algae and also diadems. So those are float on the water surface. This type of chrysophytes, you can see the cell structure. So when we are observing that cell structure, so those cells are, these are the unicellular, single cell. So that single cell having two important shells. Upper shell is called epitheca. Upper one is called epitheca and lower shell is called hypotheca. Unicellular, uninucleate. So upper one is the epitheca and lower one is the hypotheca. That cell wall containing most important need bit silica crystals. Cell wall containing the silica crystals. So this one of that hypotheca is fit into the epitheca, or epitheca can fit into hypotheca just like a soap box. So 2016 MSET లో ఇచ్చాడమ్మా ఆ సోప్ బాక్స్ అని ఇవ్వడం వల్ల అందరూ ఆన్సర్ రాయగలిగారు. సో ఇట్ ఈస్ కెన్ బి arranged just like a soap box. These are unicellular. These organisms are autotrophs. So and chloroplasts are present, chlorophyll molecules are present, xanthophyls, carotenoids, all those photosynthetic pigments are present within the cell. So hence these are the autotrophs. That's why. So these are the important need bit 2019 lo vachindi. So these are the chief producers in aquatic environment or chief producers in ocean. These are the chief producers in ocean. So in samudramlo these are float on the planktons on the water surface. So these are act as a primary producers in aquatic environment or in the ocean. Most important bit 2019 lo vachindamma. So that is the structure. So those cell walls containing silica crystals, those single cells are dead. Those can be deposited at the bottom. Those can be deposited at the bottom and form into a hard soil. That hard soil is called diatomaceous earth. That hard soil is formed due to the death of those single cells which are float on the water. When those dead cells of these diadems can deposit it at the bottom of the ocean and form into a hard soil. That hard soil is called diatomaceous earth. The diatomaceous earth, and also మన IP textbook లో ఇంకొక వర్డ్ ఉంటుంది. That word is called diatomaceous earth. That word is also called kieselguhr. That kieselguhr is also diatomaceous earth. ఏంటి దీనివల్ల బెనిఫిట్ అంటే So what is the benefit of this diatomaceous earth or kieselguhr? Due to the gritty nature, so it is mainly helpful to the polishing and also having small holes. That's why it helps in filtration of oils and syrups. So that is simply called diatomaceous earth. So when we are observing that reproduction, so simple unicellular simple reproduction is called fission. That means binary fission. Those are simply divide. That is called binary fission. But during that sexual reproduction, those diadems are produced special sexual spores. Those special sexual spores are called oxospores. Those special sexual spores are called oxospores. These oxospores are sexual spores. Those are also said to be rejuvenatory spores, and so those can be reactivate that losing genetic material through these oxospores. Then after, based on the arrangement of this epitheca and hypotheca within that silica crystals, that symmetry of the diadems, is of two types. One is called radial symmetry. One minute. So arrangement of that symmetry means arrangement of that hypotheca and epitheca with silica. So those diadems are of two types. One is called radial symmetry. Another one is the bilateral symmetry. So if those epitheca and hypotheca arranged in radial symmetry, those diadems are called centraleals. Those diadems are said to be centraleals. ఎలా ఉంటాయండి? So maybe this is the diadem. So those are arranged in radial symmetry like this way. Okay, that is called radial symmetry. And another one is there. So those are the pennalels. Bilateral symmetry, those are called pennalels. So in this one, those silica crystals or epitheca and hypotheca are arranged in just like this way. Bilateral symmetry. This is the bilateral symmetry. So this one is called bilateral symmetry. So these are the first one, that is chryosophytes. Most important for mass question for your IP.